Okay, so I want to briefly review estimating products and quotients with whole numbers. Okay, this is something that we did back in Unit 2 and we've continuously seen through our math boxes and our practice problems on our homework, but we need to review this before we can move on today with multiplying decimals and finding their estimates. So if I give you a problem like 21 times 46, the first thing that we're going to do is make an estimate so we can check our answer and see if it's reasonable. So remember, estimates should be something that we can do in our head. So we like using numbers that are like multiples of 10. So for 21, I would estimate 21, let's change the color, to be 20. And then I would estimate 46, since it's a 6, I'd make that 4 go up to a 5 and make it 50. Okay, so then we take our basic fact of 2 times 5, which we know is 10, and then we have 1 0 from our 20 and 1 0 from our 50 that we have to tack on to the end. So we get an estimate of 1,000. Okay, so let me try to give you another one. What if we do 340 times 23? It's a little messy there. It's a 23. Equals, well, 340. Could we make that just 340? Or we could go to 300. Up to you. Since it is already 340, let's go to 300 times 23. Well, we want this to be 0. So we have our basic facts that we already know, those quick facts. So let's make it 20. So we look at our fact of 3 times 2, which we know is 6. And then how many zeros are we going to add on? I have 1 from the 20 and 2 from the 300. So our estimate is going to be 6,000. So I know my answer for both of these problems is going to be somewhere near the thousands. Okay, so now let's look at division. Let's erase. Division's a little trickier. I guess I'll just clear all of it. Division's a little bit trickier. So if I give you a problem like, let's see, 350 divided by 6. Well, you got to think to yourself, look at this first 2 digits here. Can 6 go into 35 evenly? So this 35 divided by 6 evenly. Remember, when we make an estimate, we do not want a remainder. So if it doesn't go in evenly, let's say to ourselves, well, what if I make that a 5? What if I leave 350 and make the 6 a 5? Does 5 go into 35 evenly? Well, 350 divided by 5. We should know our basic division facts. 35 divided by 5 gets me 7. But don't forget, we have a 0 here that we have to tack on. So we could check it. We could say, well, 70 times 5. Remember, our quotient times our divisor better get us our dividend. 70 times 5, does that get us 350? Sure does. So remember, when we are dividing and finding estimates, We want to find division facts without a remainder. Our estimate should not have a remainder. So keep that in mind on today's lesson when we're talking about estimating products and quotients with decimal numbers. We got to keep that in mind.